Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Ferrante here. Welcome to our first Salem's virtual open house. So we have about 35 people waiting. I'm just going to give it another minute until we go officially live. So I'm going to start us off. So this is our very first, as I said, virtual open house. So we appreciate your patience tonight if there are any glitches. We hope the schedule makes sense. If you have any questions about that schedule tonight, there is the chat feature, and you can please type in a question in the chat feature. If you have any questions in general, you can type in the question in the chat feature. That's completely fine. So I'm sure many of you were at our HSA meeting on Monday night, so there was a lot of questions that were asked and answered there. If you do have any remaining questions, please feel free. You can ask me, like I said, right now in the next few minutes or so before our open house starts. I just want to remind everybody why we have open houses. And basically today, the teachers are going to be presenting to you what the year is going to look like. They're going to talk about what their classroom procedures are. They're going to talk a little bit about their curriculum. Some may even have taken some pictures and videos of their classroom, so you can get a little sneak peek into your child's classroom. So they'll be giving you an overview, and we'll be allowing some time at the end for questions and answers. You'll be meeting your class parents tonight also. So that role might look a little different this year than it has in other years, but they're still there as a resource for you. So if you have any questions and you would like a liaison between the teacher and the parents, that is your person to go to. Remember, right now and tonight is not the night to necessarily have one-to-one parent-teacher conferences. So ask questions that are more referenced to the bigger picture and to the bigger classroom, and you will instead of just individual questions about your child. And also any kind of quarantine questions or questions about COVID protocols, you can please feel free to ask me or call Mrs. Costello, the nurse, and we can walk you through those also. Tonight's not the night necessarily for that. Mrs. Duffy, so yes, let me tell you some staffing changes that we have for this year. Mrs. Duffy is on leave for this year. She is our school counselor for those of you who are new. We are in the process and in the final stages of hiring a new counselor. So once we have that officially set, I will let everybody know. We also, Mrs. Turtz, who is our art teacher, she is also on leave for this year. And I am interviewing as we speak for that as well. And we're having our second round of interviews next week for that. So as soon as I have a person in place for art, I will let you know that as well. We are, specials have all started this week on the 21st. So even though Mrs. Church is not there, we still have been having art class with a substitute who has an art education background with us on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of this week. And she will be in also next week. So we're very lucky to have her. Her name is Mrs. Salstein for right now. So really exciting. On Tuesday, we will be all in. We'll have all of our students reunited together from kindergarten through 5th grade. So no more having to worry about childcare or figuring out which day your child is coming to class. They will be here every day starting on Tuesday. So all I ask is, as you did for us the first week of school, just be a little patient as we tweak our protocols and procedures as we're getting used to all of the children in the building at the same time. As I mentioned at the HSA meeting the other night, everything went really smoothly the first couple weeks of school, and I'm anticipating it to go just as smoothly on Tuesday. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about that. And parents' role, I like just to talk a little bit about what your role is for this year. So, we support the students at home, your children at home. It's really important. I had said this in a couple of meetings that if your child is sick or not feeling well this year, when in doubt, just keep them at home. I know sometimes we say push the children to come in, but we really are telling everybody, staff and students, just to stay home if they're not feeling well. And when and if we ever do have to go remote, just a couple of reminders that we've been seeing that try to keep them as independent as they can on the computers and on their devices. I know that might be difficult, but sometimes they look over the shoulder to you for answers to the questions the teachers are asking, and we're trying to maintain the independence as much as possible. So please try to remember that. And there's going to be some more communication for those of you who are remote families. There'll be some more communication coming to you, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, about what that remote plan will look like. You still, up until then, can still opt for fully virtual. So always know that that's the option, and look out for a letter from Dr. Hines within the next couple of weeks with more information on the fully virtual plan. Tonight, I just ask that you do not record the Google Meets or the Zooms, whichever your teacher is using. They will, they will post any presentations that they have, either on the Google Classrooms or in an email for you if you had to miss tonight. So do not worry that you'll be able to do that. My opening comments right now will be recorded and put up on our Salem YouTube channel. So if anyone has missed this, you can easily go back and tell someone to refer to it. Does anyone have any questions for me before we start our exciting virtual open house? Okay, so just one last note I was thinking of. I know transportation for busing sent out a letter just recently regarding all of the information that might be changed for next week. So please be on the lookout for that if your children are taking the buses. We'll be very careful that they get on the right bus next week if they are taking the buses. So with that being said, I'm really excited for a wonderful school year. I think it's going to be a great one, albeit a little different. It's still going to be great. The vibe at Salem is amazing. The staff has been working really hard, and I hope you see all of that hard work tonight when you have the presentation, you have the meets with them. So since I don't see any questions, have a great year. I'm always here for you. You know my phone number, 516-767-5404. And my email is pferrante, Ferrante, @portnet.org. I have a very open door policy, so please feel free to call me whenever with whatever questions you may have. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.